All right, we're on one of the 931 bata maps that pollute this game. We're on Freddy's home, Mount Michaels. This is unfamiliar territory for a Myers by lore. We gotta find people. My guess is they went to the school. Maybe not. It's a Laurie. Hi. Laurie saving her sprint burst. Why are you teabagging me? Why didn't I bring a tombstone piece? Should have brought a tombstone piece for you, Laurie. Yeah, you know what? You're already aggravating me, Laurie. Come on, teabag some more. There you go. Guys, make sure you thank Laurie for this, by the way. You guys make sure you thank Laurie for that. That's good old Teabag and Laurie's fault that you guys are both down. I think I still get you there. Oh. How did I? Oh, come on, game. I mean, I know she had a chance to wiggle, but that quickly? You ever have those games you play Survivor and you're like, who fed Michael all of that? What you got for me, Laurie? You got nothing. That's what you got. I literally have bled you dry, Laurie. I can't even stalk you at this point. Thanks, David. We have a tier 3 ready to go. You're not really doing this, are you, Jane? Oh my God, the vault is too fast! Oh! Well, Jane, I appreciate the effort, Jane. We saw the scratch marks. That gen over there, I don't care. I'm content to protect the gens that are over here. Bill, thank Laurie for all that. Let's remember, Bill. Hi, Laurie. All right. David's dead. Laurie, I don't care if the bill... I was gonna say, I don't care if the bill gets out. You, on the other hand, with your teabagging and feeding me, you just get to stare at Michael looking at you, Laurie. You must not have seen the Halloween movies, did you? I know that Bill might have Unbreakable. You never saw Halloween, did you? Yeah, that's what I thought, Laurie. You must never have seen the Halloween movies. Bill, if you wouldn't have struggled, I might have given you hatch, but this Michael is not really going to feel that much mercy. So I want to talk about this Laurie for a second and her toolbox, whatever she was doing with that. Because she won me the match. She absolutely won me the match. We end up with the 4K, not on Haddonfield, but on Freddie's home turf of Batham. And the one thing that you don't want to do when you face a Myers is feed him stalk. It is ridiculously stupid to feed a Myers stalk when you don't have to. Batham is a map that has tons and tons of shrubbery and hedges and buildings and basements and all these places that you can break line of sight so that I can't stalk you. But Laurie, who may or may not have scored the most points, but who cares, you're all dead. The Laurie literally spent the very beginning part of the match standing in front of me, feeding me stalk just so she could teabag me and BM me. Laurie gave me so much stalk that basically before we could even pop a tier 3, we pretty much had drained her dry at that point. And we were ready to go with tier 3. Oh, I forgot. Laurie also dropped a whole bunch of pallets to teabag us at instead of, running and making distance. Also eliminating the resources her team had on the map to stay away from a tier 3 Myers. Just idiotic play by the Laurie. And I'm not one to usually call people's play idiotic or stupid, but that is absolutely stupid to do against the Myers. And what did it do? It got us right up to tier 3. She brought us over to one of the houses of pain that we really would normally not want to go down into, but considering that we heard the gen pumping away down there, and the fact that we were just basically a one tap away from tier 3, we got a double bonus. We didn't just find one survivor down there in the Jane, we found 2. We found Jane and David down there, and we basically got a hook on the David. Jane, we had wiggle off again. We dropped and then picked back up because we couldn't get her out of the building the way we were going, and somehow or another that's, I guess, was still enough to get her off our shoulders, but it didn't take us too long to get her down again. But just the fact we were able to get those 2 quick downs and put on a ton of pressure, and that's all the Laurie's fault. That's literally the Laurie valuing BM'ing the killer over actually trying to win the game for her team, and she cost her entire team that match. And in the end, did we get use out of Bamboozle and Superior Anatomy? Probably not Bamboozle, even though we vaulted some windows. We got on that Jane on what turned out to be her death hook. We went through that window awfully quick when she was trying to pull that David off of the hook. And she had DS, and yeah, you're right. We don't see DS run too often anymore. And we ate it, but she wasn't making much distance with it. She had just enough distance to get David off of hook and save him before we killed her. And at that point, 3v1, 3 gens left. That was just enough. We had a lot of pressure, and we had 4 gens that were just really close to one another. And eventually, once we got somebody else down, then that was that. And again, the Laurie looping us around the Jane that was on the ground. So I want to talk about that too. We downed Jane for what turned out to be her second hook, and the Laurie was there, and we knew at that point she was completely drained to stalk. We couldn't get any more out of her. We kept chasing the Laurie around the pallet, and the Laurie refused to leave for the longest time. Maybe one of your teammates could have picked the Jane up and saved her another hook state, because I'm pretty sure they didn't. I'm pretty sure we got back to Jane to hook her. So you cost Jane there too. How bad of a teammate were you, Laurie? Bad enough. Yeah, obviously, like I said, you must have never seen the Halloween movies, because I don't think it was Laurie who got as many people killed as Michael in the movies, but you certainly did in this match. A 4K for us with the shape on Batham.